Yes, and welcome back to the 94 Club for your daily dose of country music. Hey look, this week we have officially moved into the pub to start recording videos. If you want to hear a bit more about this place, just check out my 1000 subscriber video. I'll kind of give you a little tour of the grounds and talk about what this place means as well, because there's a lot of sort of like family heritage that's gone into the build of this. Anyway, this week, who have we got coming up on the channel? Well, we've got Midland, Lost Dog Street Band, Tyler Childers, Coulter Wall, Hill Country Devil, Home Free and Nick Shoulders to take us into the weekend. Look, I'm excited. Let's just get straight into it. Right, so in this video we're going with Nick Shoulders, Rather Low. Keen to get into this one. I've seen him requested a few times, so I've seen the thumbnail. The boy looks country. Let's get into it and let's see what we think. The song is Rather Low. It's called Rather Low, so I don't know whether he's going to be talking about some pretty deep stuff in this. I'm not sure, but anyway, we'll get into it.
I grew up on just enough property in the Ozarks to have room to learn how to yodel and do bird call whistles, and kind of had my grandpa's gospel and country to work off of, and then just learned to yell real loud, and that's really all a yodel is just a controlled yell, as it turns out.
Well, my eyes adjust, my joints are rusty, sheets are awful cold and dusty. Roll over, folks, I must have been another night on the bend. Kick rocks, left and songs, fool on levee, walk, scout, shoot the kingdom in nice weather, there's bugs in my head. Six sad sentient, a penny saved, a penny spent to sleep at the wheel, sure beats being awake in my bed. Small, I dread the sight of alcohol. I don't know where this train stops, but I want off. Been rather low out here together. I reckon that we'll keep trying if rock bottom it never shows. You're not alone if there's a storm to weather. I ain't welcome at home. I don't know about you. Hold.
Take you back just a little bit back into that whistle. This is the first yodel I've had on the channel, and I don't historically listen to yodeling in music, and actually turns out I quite like it. I wanted to get the lyrics up then just so I could keep up with what he's saying, because I am so focused on his voice. I don't want to miss out on the message as well. But it's unique. Like I don't really get exposed to this kind of music, I guess. And what I think yodeling really is like he said, it's a controlled yell at the start. But what I'm kind of taking from it is it's like this perfect control of switching between chest voice and head voice, and you get that nice sharp sort of clashing tone, but it still works well together. So yeah, he can control his tone. Yeah, it's cool. Let's carry on. Let's listen, and then I'll try and read into the lyrics at the end.
Hold, double takes and double stops. I double dare you, call the cops. I'll die where I stand if I hear wagon wheel again. 40 days of foggy nights withered by the city lights. I don't remember existential crisis being part of the deal. I told you once, I told you twice, steeped in verse, cursed in vice, traded my 40 acres for a mountain of pain. don't mind if I do declare we're as good as dead. Been rather low out here together. Oh, I reckon that we'll keep trying if rock bottom it never shows. You're not alone if there's a storm to weather. I ain't welcome at home, I don't know about you. You're not alone if there's a storm to weather. I ain't welcome at home, I don't know about you. I ain't welcome at home, I don't know about you.
A holler's got just enough space, like I said, to kind of like create this little antechamber. So like basically my neighbors lived over here and I lived over here, and it was just far enough that we had to kind of yell across to each other. So I figured out how to yodel doing this like kind of deal, and that break is what became a yodel eventually. But yeah, I think a holler makes you better at this sort of thing, just because you have more space and you get a little echo out of it, which I think is encouraging to a young aspiring yodeler.
Young aspiring yodelers.
Nick Shoulders, you are a talented man. What I find quite interesting about him is he's definitely a performer. You know, he's out to say something, to make a bit of a statement. Obviously, he took shots at Wagon Wheel in here. I don't necessarily hate Wagon Wheel, but I don't take offence to it. I think what he's kind of saying is they play Wagon Wheel way too much, and they don't necessarily give the exposure to other artists that also have talent. So it's interesting. But let's dive into the lyrics for a second. I'll have a read through. Obviously, in that first verse, I was completely taken back by his voice, so I did miss some of it. So I'll read through and then we'll see what we can pick out. So, my eyes adjust, my joints are rusty, sheets are awful, cold and dusty. Roll over, folks, it must have been another night on the bend. Yeah, he's feeling a little fragile from a few nights drinking, probably. Kick rocks, slept in socks, boo la la. This couch is my kingdom and I swear there's bugs in my head. I guess that's like, you know, he's been laying in he's been sort of getting off the wagon a little bit and just crashing wherever he lays, and he's ended up getting bed bugs and it's messing with his head. A penny saved, a penny spent, asleep at the wheel sure beats being awake in bed. That's interesting. Asleep at the wheel sure beats being awake in bed. Don't necessarily know if I agree with that, but yeah, he's provoking thoughts with what he's saying. Last called to small feet. I dread the sight of alcohol. I don't know where this train stops, but I want off. I have been there, let me tell you. I have been there. So, you've drank way too much. You've got a stinking hangover and a headache. And yeah, if I tried to record in here with all this around me while I've got a hangover, I don't think it's going to go down too well. But anyway, so yeah, the chorus is cool. I like that yodel. I actually like his yodel. I don't know if they differ way too much, but yeah, I enjoy listening to him. I think it's cool. I don't know necessarily if it's something personally I will play daily, but he's definitely someone I want to check more music out of, because I like he's got a kind of a jovial, jokey nature to the way that he delivers his music, and yeah, he's got talent. Like I think for me, Nick Shoulders is the kind of guy that I would prefer to see live than listen to in my headphones, if that makes sense, because I think he'd be great fun, and he seems like a stand-up guy as well who just wants to have a good time. But yeah, I actually like that song, so I'll thank you for recommending it. As I say, I don't know if yodeling's something I can get on board with 24/7, but I still enjoyed the song nonetheless. And I will check out some more Nick Shoulders on this channel. Hopefully the boy's going to go far, and hopefully some of you watching this might find out you like him, and I've connected Nick Shoulders to some new people through people suggesting Nick Shoulders to me, if that makes sense. Anyway, if you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up, hit that notification bell to stay up to date with all the latest videos, and please hit that subscribe button, and yeah, all love. But for now, that's me. Thank you. Peace.